Right, well, we're going to have a bit of a camp out tonight because life begins at 60, and this camp out is inspired by two Andys, Stealth Andy Steith and Mad Dog Survival Andy. So I'm not going to put my bedding in yet, otherwise it's just going to get all damp. And I've got a few projects on today, one of which is waxing my gaiters, which I've now finished repairing. Substantial repairs on these gaiters. So I want to get them waxed. I want to get a bit of wood chopped, a few other little jobs, and then we'll be camping out tonight. And the air temperature will be quite cold, so it'll be very important to get insulated and stay warm, because one thing I can't afford is the day after tomorrow to be a write-off. So it is important I get a good night's sleep. So anyway, I've got jobs to do, so I'll get on with them and then I'll get back with you to you. We don't need that. We don't need that. Get it off there. Yeah, wrap out. One of the best things about camping out in the back garden is you can have a cup of tea before you've even got the fire started. You could if you took in a flask with you, of course. So I'm going to get the fire started now, because I want to get my gaiters waxed. And waxing gaiters is a fairly, or waxing any cotton material, tarpaulin type material, your barber jacket or whatever, it's quite an easy process. It consists of three ingredients really. Beeswax, but if you didn't have beeswax you could use paraffin wax. I'm going to use beeswax because I've got it. Boiled linseed oil and turpentine, and you just mix them in a ratio of 2 parts beeswax, 1 part turpentine and 1 part boiled linseed oil. Preferably outdoors and preferably without reaching the flash point. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in this this metal can, and if it does accidentally catch on fire, I've got this other metal can that I can just quickly extinguish it with. Right, so let's get a little fire going. Well, first of all, preparation. I need some kindling. The ground is rock hard, solid. Be careful when you're doing this. If you do bushcraft for long enough, you're going to have an accident. You are going to have an accident. So just be careful. Okay, well that's ready, but outside in a freezing environment is not the place to really be doing this, because it's going to start setting too fast on the gaiters. But that's a problem I'm quite happy to live with. We nearly set the brush on fire there. Right, so I'm just going to spread some on. I think I might have to bring it off the flame to do it. Otherwise I am going to set the brush on fire. Remember that we've got terps in there, a very volatile substance. Not to mention the beeswax and linseed oil themselves being volatile and flammable. So it's all the beeswax is dissolved, it's just a pure liquid now, and I'm just going to brush that liquid on, and you can see that the as it cools down rapidly, the beeswax solidifies. It doesn't solidify, it makes a paste. So it's not quite as runny as we would like it, but all that will work in over time. You can smell the turpentine, but over time that turpentine will evaporate. It's really a carrier to carry the other ingredients in. I'm only going to do the one side. What I'm going to do when I've finished here is I'm just going to go over it with a heat gun just to take it all through. I'm not going to do the other side, I'm just going to go over it with a heat gun. I daren't warm it up against the fire, it might just go up in flames. So there we go, I've just taken it in and gone over it with the heat gun, and that's spread it out. It's the air temperature's too cold for spreading it outside, or for it to get properly ingrained. You can see it's gone right through now. So I've just warmed it up a bit, because what was happening is it was solidifying on the brush as I was doing it. So there we go, that's one done. One still to do. Almost, well, in fact as good as new. As good as new. If not better waterproof now. So I'll just do the other one, and then it'll be time to take the dog out. So I'm all set up. I'm doing my dinner. We're having a pasta salad with basil sauce, and I'm adding some tuna to it. So the one thing new bushcrafters will find out fairly quickly is that on a night it's dark, so you need plenty of light with you. And I've also got extra light here because of the filming. But I've also got these light sticks which I want to try out. The chemical light sticks, no batteries involved, and they are plastic tubes, but they have two chemicals inside. One is in a glass vial, so you break it, that's it, broken. Shake it, and then after a while, as it broke, after a while it should illuminate. Should. Alright, check that in a minute, check back on that in a minute. We'll open this one. It's cold, so I wonder how the cold affects them. That's that one broken, and shake that one. And they do glow, but I've got so much light on that you can't see. The orange is not so good. They're just really markers. You can't really find your way with them. They're more markers than anything else. But anyway, we've got them going. We'll see them later on when it gets dark, when I put the lights out. Let's just check this fire. Let's just see what that looks like. Okay, so you can see that they would work as markers, but you're not going to get a terrible amount of illumination from them. Right, well, we've lost a wee bit of footage there because I didn't switch the camera on, but I've just poured myself some hot chocolate and I'm just waiting just to warm the pasta up a little bit more. You can see the potential for an accident, can't you? When you're messing about with hot liquids in the dark, hot food in the dark. It's almost a full moon, so with frost on the ground, if you lost your light for some reason, you would just be able to see when your night vision had kicked in. What am I looking for? Now I just don't know how hot that is. Oh, hot enough, I would say. Gloves, you need gloves. All those things you might not think of when you're not used to camping, and that's why it's important to start off locally, preferably in the back garden. Right, let's see what this is like then. So I'm not going to put it into anything, I'm just going to eat it straight from the bag. And I'm going to put my tuna in first. More of it. Get out of it. I brought some biscuits as well, just crackers, because it's nice to have something to crunch on. You've been mucking up this sleeping bag, haven't you? Hey? Get over there. Come here. Get on there. There's some water in a flask so it doesn't freeze. Right, sit down there. Sit down. Stay there. Right, me and the dog are settling down now because we've got to be up early in the morning. In fact, I'm going to tie her up a bit. I've brought my coat out to wrap my camera in because it's going to freeze up otherwise. Jess, come here. Good dog. She knows when she's on the lead that she's staying put. Get in there. Now get lied down. Hey, come here. Get in there. Get on there. Oh, stay there. Good dog. Right, so I need to get some sleep because we need to be up early in the morning. We'll be up before first light and out before first light. Get in. Get yourself lied down. Not be messing around. The rat bag. Right, well there's the dog asleep. Oh, she's gone back to sleep. It's midnight. We've got frost on the inside of the tent. But the reason I've got up is because the dog's been sick. Been sick there. So we'll get that cleaned up and then the light's a bit harsh. We'll get that cleaned up and then we'll get back to sleep. Find something to clean it up with. Right. I know what I'm going to clean it up with. I didn't plan for this one. Right, anyway, I'll get it sorted. It was an incident, so I thought I'd report it. Right, well it's 7:15. Oh, there is a bit of water under there. There we go. That's the dog's water bowl. It's 7:15 and we've slept in a bit longer than we should have because I've got to go out this morning. What the temperature is. It's only -2, 3, -3. It's -3. You see that? So I haven't got time to put the fire on. I've got to get changed a little bit and get out. Come on, yes. Come on. I left my water bottle out. And I left my cooking pot out. It's just a big block. Oh, pheasants. Pheasants just flew into the tree up there. Big block of ice in it. I left my cooking pot out.